Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is Internet Uncapped, here with another episode, and we're going to be talking about Jordon Hudson, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. She's in the news again. What did she do? Well, we'll jump into it. And Evan, last time we talked about Miss Jordon. A lot of drama. Lot of drama, which is kind of like her MO, but that's fine.
Mhm.
And I know another drama farmer. Let me change my background to it. There we go. Yeah,
There she is.
Anissa. So we're going to be talking about again Jordan, the drama that's going on. It is so funny. Quick sip. There's so much drama right now with Jordan and Bill and Pablo Torre. But before we get to the Pablo Torre side of things, we need to discuss family matters. And Evan, we talked about this on the phone, and insane stuff. So let's go to this article. This was from the New York Post, and this was written by Edward Lewis right here. Bill Belichick's daughter-in-law exploded on Jordon Hudson in unhinged 40-minute post-game rant. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, okay, what's unhinged? She said, I don't like you. Well, no. In this article, they describe it. So Bill Belichick's daughter-in-law unleashed a nearly hour-long profanity-laced tirade on Jordon Hudson following a University of North Carolina football game earlier this month. The Post can exclusively report Jen Belichick's outburst, who she has been very vocal against Jordon, calling her a baby and trying to say that the way that she acts is childish. She said this on an Instagram post. And including digs on Hudson's fashion choices, her body, and her relationship with Bill, as well as UNC head coach stood just feet away. It's without a doubt that the family does not like Jordon, and I don't blame them. She's
No.
she's a 20-something-year-old who's clearly with Bill, not because look at this guy. Is he a good-looking guy? No. Is he a multi-millionaire? Yes.
True.
And Evan's name says it right there, 100K out the window. And what's that about? Her new 100K Mercedes. We don't know if Bill bought it, but if I had to put money on it, I'd put money that Bill probably bought the Mercedes. And
Yeah.
Bill, who's Jordan's 24 years old. She's a young woman. Whatever. This is Jen right here. That's Steve Belichick, Bill Belichick's son. By the way, the scrolling it keeps trying to bring it up, so that's why you see the constant scrolling. I don't know why my computer's doing
Stupid.
that. It's being really annoying.
Yeah.
So Jen screamed at Jordan, and good for you, Jen. You're my favorite Belichick. She screamed, all Jordan does is control shit. Before she called Bill's significant other batshit crazy. At one point, sources said Jen told the room, which included Jen's husband, UNC defensive coordinator Steve Belichick, Bill Hudson, and multiple others, that she didn't care if her eruption resulted in Bill's termination or Bill disowning her. Good for you, Jen. I respect it. Jen yelled that Jordon was fucking twisting Bill's brain, which is true. I stand by that statement. Before she urged the six-time Super Bowl champion, thank you, Tom Brady, to wake up. Sources said she went on to issue an ultimatum to Bill. You choose your family or you choose Hudson. And that's ballsy. And then she made some other rants. She's also made fun of her propensity to wear snakeskin prints at games, and once muttered, "You also need to eat a burger." At times, she directed her anger towards Bill and Steve, saying to her husband, "He wants to fire you. He wants to fucking disown me. Disown me. I don't fucking care." And you know what? I respect it. And this is a post from her Instagram.
Yeah, the fucking mermaid. This is so
This is
weird.
so cringy. You're 24 years old. Or she might have been 23 when they did this. This is so ridiculous. This is not like she's treating it like a Disney Channel original movie. Look, he caught me. I'm a mermaid. Jordon, guess what? Welcome to the real world. You made your bed. Now you have to lay in it. You thought that this was going to be cutesy. Oh, I'm with Bill. I can do whatever I want. He has all this money. I can go ahead and do cute little photos of me
Bill
being
caught me with
mermaid.
his bait. Isn't that
Yeah, he
charming?
caught me. Wee. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Jordan. Oh, Jordan. Okay. You like all the comments on my comments on your post. You know who I am. And all I'm going to say is, Jordan, grow the fuck up. I'm not having
That's
this.
not a joke. He commented on her post, and she
It's
actually
happened.
had
It's
some of her
happened a
followers
few
attack
times.
him
It's happened a few. No, not they didn't attack
a
me,
few
but there's been.
times.
Well, they've said stuff like that's not true. I'm like, well, look at the research. Do the research, or they go ahead and they say like, oh, that was disproven. What was fucking disproven?
No, I think
Oh,
it's incredible that she knows of your existence, honestly.
yeah, no, the fact that she goes down, likes other comments that aren't my comments on my comment, bro. Jordan, I don't hate you, girl. I don't hate you. It's part of the game, love. It's part of the game.
True.
But this has got to stop. This has got to stop for Bill's sake. This has got to stop. Now, I want to go ahead, pull up. This is a new report. This is a new report. This is from. Oh, come on, get off. Let me just show the damn screen. Leave me alone. Damn ads. This is from Yahoo Sports or Yahoo Entertainment. Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordon, flaunts toned physique while showing off her new 100K Mercedes, which we already poked fun at. And they just got these creepy photos of her, like a stalker, just putting gas in the vehicle. First off, who the fuck just went around and did a 360 around the vehicle? Look at these shots. Look. Hey, Jordon, go. Like, she's not even holding the fucking. Look, she's not holding it. She put it in. I mean, maybe this is her putting it in, but look, she's not even holding the lever there. And then she. Like, okay, there she's holding the lever. Okay, I was about to say, if there's another photo of her not holding the lever, this was staged. But never mind. She was putting gas in it. But, like her. Like, this is so cringy. Bill. You're in your 70s, man. These are your golden years. You shouldn't be hanging out with this 24-year-old going to fucking cheer competitions, sitting there looking miserable. And if you're miserable, Bill, guess what? You made your fucking bed and now you have to lay in it. You think what she was going to go ahead and do absolutely nothing all day? Monique said it best to Shannon Sharp. That's what you get for fucking around with them young girls. You need to get yourself an old bitch that's going to go ahead and cook for you and say, let's go to bed. And you know what, Bill? You thought you were above that. You thought that you know best. And I will say this right now. The reason why everyone is making such a big deal about this is not just because of Bill's status as a coach. It is also because of Bill's years, and I mean years, of snarky comments to the media. Years of Bill Belichick doing his best DSP impersonation, snorting into the microphone. Years of Bill Belichick thinking that he was so much better than people. How many fucking times has this guy went to him and we're on to Cincinnati? How many times did he do that? How many times did he do that? How many times did he go ahead and just refuse to answer? I've already answered that. Tell him, comp.
Again and again and again. Then one more time. Oh yeah, really?
He does it all the fucking time. And Bill.
Get your shit together.
He really does. I mean, this is just so.
And now
he keeps this up, and I'm sure he knows how people react. And I feel like, in a way, he's just keeping it up just to piss more people off.
I don't think it's that. Bill is trapped. I think Bill is trapped. There is more to this relationship than what meets the eye. Jordon knows I'm not saying Bill killed anyone, but this is just an expression. She knows where the bodies are buried.
Right.
She knows the behind the scenes stuff. She knows things. And if Bill was to hypothetically dump her tomorrow, what's going to happen? She's talking to TMZ. She's talking to Yahoo Sports. She's going to go on ESPN. She's going to go to Fox Sports. She's going everywhere. She's going to go on Instagram Live to say, one time Bill raised his voice at me because the team lost and they blew a coverage against this team. That's what's going to happen. She's going to play the victim immediately.
Mm.
He took advantage of me. I was 19 years old, which they did meet at 19 years old.
Mhm.
That is confirmed. And
Yes.
it's just extremely creepy. Why were you talking to a 19, 20-year-old? That's just strange. You should not be. I'm 29 years old. I'm 29. When I date, I do the high school rule. That's what it is. It's the high school rule. It's got to be within 4 years of where I'm at. The highest I go is 33. The lowest I go is 25. I turn 30 next fucking year. I'm
Mhm.
not dating no 19-year-old, no 20-year-old. I'm not doing it. I'm not
True.
going to date someone that's immensely younger than me. It's a different generation. It's a different thought process, a different viewpoints on a bunch of different things. Bill's trying to say, yeah, she was teaching me about like philosophy or some garbage. Or she's an intellect. Bill, you're trying to tell me this dipshit is an intellect. We heard her talk about, oh, I could do this. I could do this myself. I actually have a friend that does designs. Jordon, everyone knows a friend that does fucking designs. Everyone knows a mechanic and everyone knows a barber. You're not fucking special. Shut up. Like, this woman is just the vein of his existence. Bill Belichick has single handedly ruined his legacy as one of the greatest coaches of all time. People now look at everything that has happened, and I guarantee you at some point we're going to get information out. I'm not saying for the legalese and all the people out there
Yeah.
that want to bring up legality. I'm not saying I know this for sure, but at some point, I will guarantee it that she will have something to do with the Mac Jones situation. She is going to be completely involved.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I can
Okay.
see her going, you know what, Bill? You're a 6-time champion. You don't have to take shit from him. And that's why Bill did the things that he did to Mac. He treated him like dirt. When
Yep.
Bill kept bringing in his fucking buddies to help ruin this kid as a franchise quarterback. And Mac did okay with Jacksonville. It's Jacksonville. They always suck. And he looked great with the Niners earlier this year. He's going to get paid. He's going to get some money somewhere, and he's going to be a good quarterback. Maybe a great quarterback at some time. I never thought he was a franchise guy, but maybe he can be an above average game manager. And Tom Brady lost to that twice in the Super Bowl, and his name was Eli fucking Manning. And
Mhm.
Bill, the other thing I'm going to say is, again, you ruined your legacy. And these reporters that you had disrespected for years and years and years are
Yeah.
now licking their chops to go out there and promote any type of story that makes you look like the irrehensible asshole that you are.
Mm.
Suffer. You thought that you were so high and mighty. Well, guess what? The media has power too, Bill. It has power. And as far as this situation with Jordan, again, like I said, not Bill's never killed anyone. I'm not saying that, but she knows where the bodies are buried. For years, Bill had the power. If you're a fifth round draft pick, an undrafted free agent, what Bill says is law. Bill says the sky is fucking purple. It's fucking purple. You don't ask it because Bill was the head coach and the general manager. You argue with Bill, you're fucking cut. Go play in Detroit, bud. Go play in Cleveland, bud. Go play in Arizona. Go play for those shit franchises. Or you could be on a winning organization and compete for a Super Bowl. Bill has nothing on this woman. She can do whatever she wants. She knows where the bodies are buried. Bill can't say, "Hey, Jordan, we actually traded you for a seventh round draft pick in Mariah Carey." So he can't do that. He can't. He's stuck with her, and he made his fucking bed, and now you have to lay in it. Douche. Evan, anything?
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, this just reminds me. I mean, this is a very unique situation, but in general, just in terms of celebrity or influence, it's like there is a level of ego that you have to have in order to get to the top. And that is either going to be your rise or your downfall, or both. That Bill demonstrates this quite a lot, and especially where it's like, in my personal opinion, it's all about the relationships that you foster with people. It's like you said, and I actually remember, like, specifically, like, reporters will ask him all these questions, and he'll just be very grumbly, and he won't, like, he'll just be very I don't know if the word sardonic, but just very reluctant to even, like, answer, or to even, like, give the reporter their time and whatever. And it's like, yes, he is a legendary player, but now you're just doing things, and just, like, there is a certain point, I do believe, just being honest, there is a certain point where if you keep going long enough, you're gonna basically ruin your own relationship. If you literally stop at the point where you feel like, now's my time, gotta lay low, but let the next generation take it, that then you preserve your own legacy. And unfortunately, he has completely unraveled his whole legacy because he is so effing stubborn to continue this. And not only that, now he's involving himself with a very incredibly young and incredibly problematic young woman. And we've talked about this quite a few times on the show. We have multiple episodes dedicated to Jordon, but it's just like, it would just be better if you weren't a douchebag, if you played the game literally, but also figuratively, in terms of fostering relationships with the reporters, fostering relationships with the players, fostering relationships with other people, just being an honest, genuine person, instead of just doing things and then getting caught in this I don't know what you'd call it, but it's a fucking hate rap or whatever, or like a
Mhm.
web, hate web. I don't know what you call it, Mitchell. I don't know what kind of words I'm fucking saying at the moment, but in any case, it just the it, you know I think that makes sense that Jordan knows where the bodies are, but honestly, I would just dump the bitch, let her do what she has to do, and then he can just go off into the sunset, and then he won't have to be bothered about any of this other bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
but
just me anyway. I don't think
the
he's gonna do it,
yeah,
but
but
you know,
the problem is, he does that, all hell's gonna break loose. There's
okay,
gonna be so much that's gonna come out, and it's gonna make him look like an absolute jackass. Um,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, and that's
What
that's
I
the part.
mostly mean is what I mostly mean is that there may not be a clean way out, but I think that
He needs to get away
he
from
should
her.
just get out in general.
Yeah,
You know.
agreed. Yeah,
So, like, do it. Let them do it. Do whatever needs to happen. But at the end of the day, what are the things that people are going to remember him for? It's going to be the last, like, 30 years of his career. All this
yeah,
other stuff is just bullshit. That's the sort of the cliff notes. It's not the stuff that people will remember him for in general.
yeah,
That's how I see it anyway.
yeah. I think, like, at some point there, people are gonna remember. Um, they're gonna remember some of the um call it. They're gonna remember some of the different things, like, oh, the 7 Super Bowls. They're gonna mention that stuff, but
Yes.
this is a stain on his legacy. Tom Brady
Mhm.
losing to uh, Eli Manning in the Super Bowl is a part of his legacy.
Absolutely.
As much as Tom might not want it to be, it's a part of his legacy. People bring it up all the time. People go
Yeah.
up to him and they're just like, Tom lost to Eli. Ha 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 ha. This is going to be a part of Bill's legacy. This
Right.
is a part of it now. And unlike Tom, Bill's just not likable. You have rivals of Tom Brady's rival players that played with Tom Brady go, I wanted to hate that guy. James Harrison, one of the like he was a guy that was no nonsense when it came to football. He
Mhm.
played for the Steelers for a long time. Tom Brady dominated him in the Steelers for a long time. And he got released by the Steelers, signs with the Patriots. This guy openly said, I wanted to hate Tom Brady so bad. Then he came up to me and he shook my hand and we talked. And I'm like, man, he's one of the best teammates I ever had. And they only played like a handful of games together, but the interaction with Tom was just so great. And he's like, you want to hate the guy so bad, but he's a genuine guy.
Right.
And with Bill, do you ever hear anyone say, no, they talk about how great of a coach he is, but they never talk about Bill the person
Yep.
because of just how much of a complete asshat that he has been over the years.
Yeah.
And now the newest thing that's coming out now, we're going to jump into this part. Jordon is suing Pablo Torre. This is Yahoo Entertainment, Yahoo Sports, whatever, same difference. By Autumn Hawks. Jordon is clearing Pablo Torre's previous report that stated that she was lying about her age, born in 2000 versus 2001. If that's true, I think that's just so ridiculous. And I think she's only going through with this just for the simple fact that she said she was going to sue Pablo Torre. I think she's very much how can I put this? I think she's a reactive person. I think it's similar to my background, Anissa, who hears things on the internet that she doesn't like and immediately is like, these motherfuckers, these people don't know what it's like to wait. These people don't know what it's like to host a fucking event, a boxing event, and they go ahead like, you fuckers, you motherfuckers. I know that I can make you fucking cry, and then we get the that's and I think Jordan's the same way. She's a young, she's 24. Probably she gets. I've seen some of the comments that she gets, and I just write down factual stuff. I'm not out there saying you dumb bitch. I don't say anything inflammatory like that. I just say, let us not forget that Jordon and Bill met on a plane going to here, and I say stuff like that. That's all I say. And then she likes comments that are not my comment, but it is fine. And
Yep.
and then Bill, so Bill was asked, I know you can't control what people write about you or say about you or talk about. A reporter told Bill Belichick during a press conference on Wednesday, November 26th. But right before the Duke game, there was a big story in the New York Post. And right before this game, there was a story with Jordon Hudson possibly filing a lawsuit against Pablo. How much do those distractions seep down into the team? And how much time do they take from what you're trying to accomplish? Is there a way in your mind to try to eliminate some of that drama? And this is funny because for years we heard, do your job, and then Bill Belichick, after winning against the Falcons, he kept saying, no days off, no days off, no days off. And now you have to deal with this all the time. While Bill Belichick was made aware of the situation, he doesn't seem to have much input in his girlfriend's legal matters. Bill can't control her. She knows where the bodies are buried.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just focused on the game. The 8-time Super Bowl winning coach responded. That's what our team's focused on. So, ... Good job, Bill. Good job. And this was his first year coaching at UNC. They finished with a 4-8 record. 4-8. All right. First game versus TCU. First game of the season versus TCU. 48-14. Pummeled. They brought Jordon. They brought Lawrence Taylor. They brought all the stars out. Pummeled. 48-14 by TCU. Next game they win. They beat the Charlotte 49ers. Evan, the Charlotte 49ers, this is their all-time record. 51 wins, 113 losses. Good job, Bill. You beat the Charlotte. Then they played the fucking Richmond Spiders. Evan, I never heard of the Richmond Spiders. I am not joking when I say that. I never heard of the Richmond Spiders.
Never heard of
And
them either. I didn't even know there was a football game team that was after the Spiders. It's like, what?
yeah, again, that was the very first time that I ever heard of the Richmond Spiders. Like
Mhm.
I'm not even I wasn't trying to be facetious when I said that. I was like, the Richmond, huh? Like DSP,
Huh?
the Richmond Spiders. So
Mhm.
he beats them. They lose to University of Central Florida, UCF, 34-9. Actually, wait, I should share the screen. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Got it right there. Again, 48-14. They beat Charlotte, like I said, 20-3. They beat Richmond 41-6. They're 2-1 right now. Well, they played against the real team, 34-9. Then they play Clemson 38-10. They play against California 21-18. They play against Virginia 17-16. They play against Syracuse. They beat them. But Syracuse, who's only the real legitimate opponent that they face, their all-time record is 756, 585 losses, 49 ties, with a 50.562 win-loss record percentage. Then they play against Stanford. Stanford, another team, they finished 4-8 as well, and their all-time record is .569 with 674 wins, 505 losses, 49 ties. Then lastly, we go to Wake Forest 28-12, Duke 32-25, and lastly, their rivalry game, last game of the season, 42-19 to NC State. Good job, Bill. You beat Charlotte. You beat the Richmond Spiders. You beat Syracuse. And you beat Stanford. Whoa. He beat some bum teams. And it. Oh, my God. And this is a team that last year they were overall, they were 6-7. Last year they were 6-7. And they fired their coach for Bill Belichick. I'll be seeing you, bud. Dumb.
Yeah, what a return investment they got there. Gee lordy. Oof.
Yep. They fired their coach for no reason at all. Just to hire some degenerate who brought nothing but drama and to pay him all this money again for nothing but drama.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah, no, I mean, literally, like, as the firing happened, there were all these details that came out, and the Tar Heels were like, maybe we should get him as our coach. Let's dump this guy. Let's bring him in.
Yeah. And this coach that they've had, I mean, his record, his name was Mac Brown, UNC record. Let's do it by year. Okay, and I'm going to share it.
Okay.
If it'll let me share it. Oh my God, come on.
Oh boy.
There we go. So, right here. So, this was his record overall with North Carolina. Showed up there in 2019, 7-6. Okay. 2020, 8-14. Okay. 2021, 6-7. Okay. 2022, 9-5. Okay. 2023, 8-5. Okay. 2024, 6-6. Okay. Like, that's the 4 wins with Bill. Good job. You fired one old coach for another coach that did worse. Dumb. Absolutely dumb. I don't know what else to say besides that. Suffer, Bill. Suffer. It was Brady. That's all I'm going to say. It was Brady.
Yeah.
But anything you want to go ahead and add, Evan, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, no, I think we've pretty much covered everything. But just to wrap it up, that was our Jordon coverage for Internet Uncapped. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell. Do not hit on it the way that Bill Belichick hit on Jordon, because that's very creepy. And be sure to listen to us on Spotify. And until next time, we will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.